Nano-Banana AI tutorial and review. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're diving into something pretty exciting, a brand new AI-powered image editor that people are already calling the best image editor of the year. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how it works, test its features in real time, and give you my honest review. So by the end, you'll know if it's worth your time and your money. So what exactly is Nano-Banana AI? At its core, it's a AI-first image editor designed to replace tools like Photoshop, Canva, and even some 3D renderers. What makes it stand out is its focus on speed and precision. Unlike older AI editors that felt clunky or slow, Nano-Banana uses a streamlined system. It's built for creators, designers, and everyday users. Whether you're making product shots for your online store or turning selfies into digital art, or if you're even editing thumbnails for YouTube. The promise is no steep learning curve, no complicated menus, just natural AI-driven editing. So to get started, simply head on over into Nano-Banana AI and click on sign up. Once you click on sign up, you can click on continue with Google, or you can sign up with your email address. I'm just going to click on continue with Google for a quick and easy sign up. Now when you're signing up, you get 4 free credits that you can use. However, Nano-Banana is not a free to use AI tool, so you do need to opt for a subscription, and we will be discussing pricing at the end of this video. Now that I have signed up, you guys can see on the top right I have my account, then I have my credits, and then I can click on launch now to open up the Nano-Banana AI image editor. Now on the left side you're going to find your prompt engine, and then on the right side you're going to find your output gallery. Within your prompt engine you have 2 options. You can either get started with text to image, or you can get started with image to image. Nano-Banana is more so known for its AI image editing, so we're going to be altering a few images. But before we do that, we need to make sure to look at some of the tips that it provides. So here are some of its tips. To use natural language prompts like place in a blizzard, try imagine the whole face for face completion, maintains character consistency across all edits, perfect one-shot editing, no iterations needed. So I'm going to click on over here to drop my image or upload my image. I'm just going to select this from here, and then I'm just going to be choosing a image. I want to be choosing something that looks interesting, so we can create like a 3D version of this. So I'm going to open up this image over here and I'll show you guys what my image looks like. So we're just gonna open up, this is my reference image. It's like of a tea party and women are surrounding this woman in the tea party. They're having tea and some pastries. Now going down, I have my main prompt section. So I want to create a 3D display of the woman in the center. So I want to build a 3D display of the woman that's sitting in the center of this image, and I don't want any of the background. So I'm going to ask it to make something along the lines of a museum. So I wanted to make a museum background, and then I'm just going to scroll down and then click on generate now. Once I do that, we're just going to process our request. And on the right side, you guys can see our output gallery, and it is now processing our request. And just like so, our art is being generated. So you guys can see a 3D render of my original image. It's so accurate. It looks exactly like my display photo. And then it looks like a proper art museum in the background. Now I can click on download. And once I click on download, you guys will be able to see the full image that was created. So this is our full image. It looks wonderful. Now, one little glitch we can see over here is the slight chair that was extended beyond the glass of the museum. So I would be able to alter that within a secondary prompt if I want. Now I'm gonna show you guys another example of using Nano-Banana as well. So if you want to change appearances, clothing, backgrounds, you can do that as well. So I'm gonna upload another image of a model over here. Let's say it's this one, and I'm just gonna open this image in a new tab. So this is my image that I've uploaded on Nano-Banana AI. Now I want to replace this model from this setting, and I want her to be in a casual setting sitting on her bed. So I don't want this to be a product shoot. I want this to be a very casual image that I can use. And you can do this with Nano-Banana in the reverse order as well. So if you have some really casual images and you want to turn them into product photo shoots, you can easily use this platform. So you can just upload your reference image. Then within the prompt, you ask it to create a studio professional image with with professional lighting and specify your camera angles that you want to be using. You can also just ask it for commercial photography and it's able to comprehend the type of photography you're referring to. I'm going to go on ahead and type in my prompt. So I want this woman sitting in bed using her cell phone, browsing, or just using her cell phone, wearing PJs. And now I'm going to click on generate now, and just like so, it is going to generate my image. I'm not gonna cut this out at all. I'm gonna show you guys the amount of time it takes because this is one of the premier features of using Nano-Banana is how quick it is. And you guys can see my image is now ready. So you guys can see this is the image. The phone is hyper realistic. The woman looks hyper realistic. Overall, the photo is pretty amazing. So I can click on download to open up the full image, and just the way that everything is positioned is pretty good. I can make further alterations if I want, but for me, for my personal use case, this is pretty decent. So what exactly does Nano-Banana offer that no one else does? Well, it's the speed, precision, and integration. It has direct exports to Figma, Canva, and even Shopify. Plus, they've added something called prompt memory, meaning that if you keep editing the same image, the AI remembers your past tweaks. That makes your workflows way smoother. So is this platform really worth it? Well, it offers you natural language editing, character consistency, scene preservation, AI UGC, multi-image context, as well as one-shot editing. So it has an abundance of features. But what about the price? Well, Nano-Banana starts at $10 for their basic, $30 for their pro, and $80 for their max. However, you can save 20% with their yearly billing. Now, within the monthly billing, you get 100 credits, within pro, you get 200, and within max, you get 1,000. With 100 credits, you're going to be able to create around 50 images. With Pro, you can create around 100. And then with the Max, you can create around 500 high-quality images. Keep in mind that one image generation on Nano-Banana is going to cost you around 2 credits. So depending on what type of images you're creating, if you're doing edits, then it might be cheaper, but usually it just takes 2 credits per image or per edit that you're doing. With the basic version, you have all style templates as well as standard generation speeds, but with the pro version, you have priority generation in the queue. And with the max version, you have fastest generation speed and a dedicated account manager with all download formats and batch generation features so that you can easily create as much as you want with Nano-Banana. And if you're looking to save 20%, yearly billing is pretty good because on the yearly billing, you're only going to pay $95 for the basic plan for the entire year or $287 for the pro plan for your entire year. So it's a pretty decent discount. However, keep in mind that your credits are not going to roll over every month. So if your actual use case is only generating, let's say 30 images every month, don't subscribe to the pro. The reason for that is because you can generate 50 images with the basic. And if you have, let's say 50 credits remaining at the end of the month, then they're simply just going to be reset to 100 credits the next month and they're not going to roll over. So do keep that in mind when choosing your subscription. So what's the final verdict? Well, it's an intuitive and powerful AI image editor. If you want professional quality visuals, then you can easily use this platform and save hours and hours of extra work. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.